You're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were.
Oh, jeez.
Should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the lies and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be.
You could say war has changed.
Losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world.
Bring back chaos. Really great there.
Conflict, new hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here?
Because you're fucking nuts!
You then, you enjoy the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
You set them up to die, Liquid! What the heck?
It was filled with the joy.
Because he was like, we need this plan for Snake to get the keys in. So you're all gonna have to die to slow him down. To create an illusion.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Oh my god.
Baby method.
I love that line.
Fertilized an egg with one of
Super baby
Then
method.
let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yikes.
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
I'd love to know where this footage is from. These, like, weird real-life cutscenes.
The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes. They too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
Just a question mark.
Asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation.
I guess that's
among
true.
Relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage.
This is to go even further beyond. Oh, jeez, this guy. He's been reading too many weird Reddit boards.
First, I will kill you.
Oh.
Look behind you.
That sound effect.
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about FOXDIE.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Okie doke.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
Ooh.
For?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
Oh my!
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about FOXDIE. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
What?
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission.
Last minute good guy Campbell.
In order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Aww.
Are you sure?
He was a coerced man all along.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you.
Not just a scheming, like, manipulator guy.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story.
Oh, really?
We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
Oh.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are
Oh
you talking
my.
about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay.
What a line.
You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s.
Oh well,
Our
that's
country's
okay.
dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
Why he's so evil? I don't know. I guess he.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
I guess he kind of has to be evil to have participated in all of this nonsense, but
Stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
what? Why are you? Why does what?
Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle.
That's a bomb.
This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her...
How did you rig that?
If you
Okay.
win, you might still be able to save her.
3 minutes.
You'll enjoy one brief moment of love.
Actually, even less because he keeps talking in this cutscene.
If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
So we gotta watch the edge. This is the classic fisticuffs at the end of the action movie game. Let's go! Damn, good moves, Liquid. Ah. So, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's like, that was a good dodge. I know what I'm doing too. What do you got, Liquid? Aha! Not this time, Liquid. Yeah! Freaking, you think you're so smart? Smarty pants. We've just been reading too many image boards. You weirdo. Yikes.
What's wrong, Snake?
I don't think so. And he is not losing enough health. Because we only got a minute and a half left. Hey, I interrupted him.
Better hurry. It's going to blow. Nice shot. What's wrong?
Damn, he got me that time. Gonna have to hustle. I might lose this first round. I think they give you a longer timer if you game over on this first attempt, because there's no cutscene. I mean, forget the timer. He's gonna just clock me by the looks of it. He should be starting to do the stupid charge move pretty soon. Ooh. Almost went for a dip, did ya? Bye-bye. Yeah, now he's doing a stupid charge move. Did you see that? He like was crouching to do a big dumb charge. Oh, he's on the beak. Look at that shimmy. Bye-bye! Still not done. Ah, man. We didn't win this round. I played it too passively to begin with. And we are evaporated. Oh, that's funny and unique ending there from Liquid laughing. I'll take it. Okay, let's give another go.
How about you, Snake?
Yeah, look at that. Now we start at full 3 minutes rather than, you know, what was it, like 2.5? That was the first phase, because Liquid kept talking. That was his real evil plan, to keep talking endlessly. No, no, no. I'm still alive. Was he actually, did he think that I'd fallen down there, or why was he? Right, so I need to be way more aggressive. Not like that. Didn't quite knock him down yet, myself. Ah, thought I'd sneak around behind him. There we go. Oh. Ooh, cool. Interrupted him. Just keep the pressure. Oh god, socked me. Oh, look at his shimmies. It's adorable. Oof. Yeah. Yikes, sometimes my aim's just a little bit off. No, you don't, Liquid. See if we could get him to do those dumb shoulder. Alright, he started to do them, but my plan was to avoid them. Not gonna fall down yet, Liquid? Okay. Actually, this is bad. If I keep knocking him down, that just wastes more time from the clock. Yeah, I should actually try to knock him until his life is low. I should not try to knock him down there. Bye-bye. Oh, still not. Hanging by a thread, Liquid. Oh, damn! Actually meleeed me that time. Alright. This is a pretty cool fight, too, I honestly have to say. Like... Wow, Meryl. Oof. This is like, you know, there's like strategy to this, even though it's all just like rock'em sock'em robots with us punching each other like this, but there's like footsies and punishes. Kind of like that one. It's pretty cool, I'd say. For such a simple, like, melee game as this has, you know, no CQC available here, like, we're like still like getting a good boss fight out of this in our final encounter with Liquid. And I love that we're fighting on top of Metal Gear. That's such a fun idea. Yikes! Oh, this is wasting so much time from the clock.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Oh. So many trades there. That was funny. Yeah, it looks like he stops, like, shimmying at this point. So we can be a lot more aggressive once he's in phase 2. Although we have to really commit, because if we don't get a full combo, he will counter us. Like, kind of like that. Ah, see, like, this isn't actually working out for me super well. Now he should start... When he does his dumb shimmy, he should start doing the charges right about now, right? Alright, well, he starts getting knocked down, so yeah, he probably starts doing the charges now, so... Whoa! Oh, darn! I thought I could avoid that. Yeah, his shoulder charge hurts a ton, as you can see. Huh. I'm pretty rusty at this. Fortunately, this is a pretty fun fight, so I don't mind doing this one a couple of times. And it is, you know, it's the final boss. This is the final fight, kind of. There's still something to do after this, but it doesn't really count that much as a boss. So, you know, fair beans that this one's a challenging encounter. Yeah. I wonder if you do that 3 times, will you actually fall to your death? I'm not sure. Go! Yikes. Now we're really close to it. Oh! Okay, we did not fall. Maybe? No, we did not. Cool. I'm aware, Liquid. Thank you. He starts doing the dumb shimmy, which means I think we can be a little more aggressive. Okay, looks like, yeah, we can keep falling from there. Ooh, he was about to go for a spin kick. Ugh. There we go. A little circle here. Ooh. Ah, I couldn't get out of the way. Starts the charges. Ah, it's bad because Rex's head is... It's pretty big. Good for doing these fights, but still, when you knock a guy down, it's a little hard to knock them somewhere where they don't fall off of Rex. Oh, look at that kip up. Well done, Liquid. Cool. Right, we got a minute left. We got a good lead on health. Maybe? Maybe? Just maybe we can do this? We don't have to cancel this Let's Play? Haha! Beat you! Except, he keeps coming back on a sliver of health. Oh dear. Because you had to knock him off, was the idea. They give you the clue with him talking about falling off. And also, the fact that he keeps falling off at the final phase. Adios, Liquid. That fall seemed like a lot. I know it was supposed to be a lethal fall, but it looked like he fell in the damn abyss there. What the heck just happened?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me.
Wow.
It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
So it actually makes a noise that other people can hear?
Snake, it's
Oh,
me.
jeez.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
Why, thank you.
Got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to?
Okay,
I'll take
okay.
care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past.
Wow.
Life isn't all about loss, you know.
Oh my god. Otacon is the true hero
I'm a complete person
of this
now.
game, you know?
I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
Aw.
I believe in you.
Oh, that sounds even nicer. Wow.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
Wow.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
So I've never actually seen the other ending here where Meryl is actually dead. Otacon is the one who hangs out with Snake in these final cutscenes, but I don't know when he shows up, Otacon, like at what point.
Meryl.
I'm sure there's videos of it on YouTube, so feel free to go look that up. I'll have to do it myself sometime, but
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
what?
Let's get out of
Whoa.
here.
What's with
Snake,
that?
it's
That's a weird
freezing outside. We
graphics
need some
glitch.
clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
How convenient! It was
up.
right there. Yeah, there's a weird shadow effect on Meryl there. You see that? That's not supposed to be there.
Hurry!
Oh, cool! You look just like Barry Burton. Nice choice.
Good, Snake.
You too, man. Or actually, you know, what is it? Brad Vickers is the other Stars guy who that vest looks like. Like it. All right. Let's make one last call to Mei Ling at this point, just for hexies.
Snake, they've placed the Kano under arrest. I don't know what I should do. This will probably be your last save.
I'm going to miss those proverbs of yours.
Snake.
Mei Ling, I have a favor to ask you. Make a hard copy of all the codec conversation data up to this point. I want some insurance.
Okay, Snake, leave it to me.
Cool, freaking even Mei Ling is heroing up here.
Please, be safe for me.
Alright, so we got our sneaking suit. Do we have anything else? No, we don't. Except this ration. Yum. Oh god, there's a timer.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera.
Ugh! Meryl!
Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
Give me a minute, Meryl. Gotta deal with these guards. Why are these guards even fighting still at this point?
Got it, Snake. Jump in.
Shit is going bad. Alright, let's boogie. Oh, okay.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot 'em,
Alright,
Snake.
so this part of the game... it's not great. It's a turret section. Doesn't... The freaking machine gun does not control great. Although this one you can actually first-person shoot. Yes, you can, but I think it's better to just not first-person shoot, although I'm not even gonna get past these damn guards. Oh god, I forgot about that. Right, we would have gotten a lot faster if I'd done that. So now I have like 0 life for this segment. Great, okay. We'll take a loss here. I'll deal with it. I don't know, we'll see if... Ooh. There we go, path is cleared. Keep booking it. The music's great in this scene, though. I love it. This final escape music is really good.
We're not out of the woods yet.
So many guards.
We'll never make it.
Yeah, you got that right. God damn, so I gotta survive up to that point and kill those 3 guys with my shitty shooting. Yeah, this is a really rough... it's not the best ending in the world, honestly.
Hurry!
Oh god, we start all the way back here. Okay. I guess I'll deal with it.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys.
Okay, I just had...
All right, keys.
Hey, another ration. Good. That will help us.
I got it, Snake. Jump in.
I will. Good, 2 rations. That will help us immensely.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
There we go. Alright. I'd say that went a little better. We got a lot of health. We still got 2 rations. I'm feeling luckier about this, our prospects. If only, this is still a very challenging final sequence, and it's not super fun, because the control... Well, I mean, it's fun in a way. It's very unique for 1998, but... The machine gun, yeah, it doesn't control great.
Snake, clear a path. Okay, Snake, let's go.
Alright, we got this. Let's get that ration equipped. I mean, you know, it'll auto-use and we have no other items, so might as well, yeah? Let's see if...
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
I'm trying! Damn, that guy ate up so many bullets. Okay, okay. There we go. That went about as well as it could, I think. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like first-person aiming was good after all, but it's very hard on your fingers. You have to hold triangle and square to shoot. Oh, what's this now?
It's not over yet.
Liquid!
Of course, we have one final fight against him. So, he doesn't have a health bar here. The goal is more to, like, keep him shut down with our shooting. Because he will take shots at us if he has a chance. This crazy son of a gun, able to drive a jeep and shoot a FAMAS while doing it. So the goal is... Whoa! He's gonna ram us! The goal is to, like, keep him shut down with gunfire. So that he can't, like, get shots in himself. Until we escape this tunnel. Sure, that can't be too tough, right? Ugh. God, I saw him taking aim. Damn, that's some evasive driving, Liquid. I'm impressed. Listen to the squeak of those tires. There we go. Fortunately, there's no, like, heat meter on this gun or bullets or anything, so this is the kind of turret section where it's just like, hold down that damn gun. Oh, look at this. This is good. This is good, like, as a rail shooter, though, it's good for its time. I'm, again, being a little too negative for the game's sake, because, like, the kind of, like, choreography of this chase where you're, like, going on different tracks and he's trying to ram you. This is fun. Oh, shit! And that's the actual end of the game, like the gameplay. We actually did it this time. No more fake outs. God damn, that was amazing. I'm so happy. That was really good fun. Even these segments I was a little bit of a negative Nancy on. Good stuff on them.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
Must be dead,
I can't
you know.
see him either.
Such a crazy crash.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
Oh my god. Oh, this is so bad.
Snake!
Hot damn. What a last second.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid?
Yeah, the implication
No
there
stealth
is,
bombers in sight.
as genetic clones, Snake should also be
Snake,
susceptible to FOXDIE around the same time,
are you okay?
was what they were
Colonel, what
hinting there.
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Really?
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the president.
Wow!
The gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
Hoo-yah!
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a
Oh.
snowmobile close to you.
Yay.
You saw it on the satellite photos.
You shouldn't
This time of year,
have.
the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expect you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Yeah,
Okay,
the real hero gets
Gonna
saved.
be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to
Man,
that.
this really has a sense of closure, this
Tell me
game,
one
doesn't
thing.
it?
What?
About FOXDIE.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
Uh-oh.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Aw, good guy Snake. Leaving out the dead parents part.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from FOXDIE too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
Damn it, stop spinning in riddles.
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Whew. She looks so much like a STARS member. I can't get over it in this scene.
Unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths.
Yeah, I guess that's more accurate than what Liquid was talking about genes. Maybe.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the FOXDIE program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live.
Huh. I guess that's the lesson to take away.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the
Why
world.
was this snowmobile here?
I finally realized it.
One of the great mysteries.
The true meaning of life.
I hope Kojima answers that someday.
Thank you, Snake.
In my headcanon, there was some random ice fisher who left it here.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything.
Oh, look at those adorable reindeer.
I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
This all feels so weird knowing like where the series still goes from here. Them having this weird romantic dialogue here. I don't know, it's kind of odd. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that of the Hiroshima A-bomb. In January 93, START II was signed and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000 to 3,500 in each in something. However, as of 1998, there still exists 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world. Don't know what the situation is now, 20 years later. Probably not great either. But hey, that was Metal Gear Solid, the classic espionage action game thriller. God damn, it was fun to revisit it once again. One more pass at this game. And I got to record it for you guys. Real good fun. I loved it. Frederick Bloggs is the name of Jim Houseman, the voice actor. For all I know, that's a fake name too, and it's like, I don't know, it's like Jim Cummings or like some crazy big name. It's not Jim Cummings, but like, you know. Okay, time for the traditional review of the game. The stories, I think this is the starring role here. This was a cinematic experience, unlike very few other games back at the time, so of course I'll give the story a quick pop here. It's pretty good. It's really good, and like, you know, if you listen to me and Jonathan, my friend, talk about Metal Gear in some of our podcasts and videos, you know, he's not into the later games as much, and I know he's not into the writing all that much. I think he appreciates this one though, and I can see that this one's so much more straightforward than the later games. This one's just a nice, neat spy thriller with cool, like, twists, real cool sense of, like, that kind of military action to it. Still having, like, a big heart to it. It doesn't feel... It feels like... It feels like some of those, like, Gundams and other, like, series which are like, this is anti-war, but also this action's super cool. Which, you know, is a bit of a contention, of course, but I dig it. Yeah, and it's a nice, like, simple... like I was saying here at the end of these last cutscenes, I'm amused by how this seemed to be almost like a end... Like a story done in one, not much left for the future. There's gonna be one sequel hook here at the end of the credits. There's always an end of the credits things in Metal Gears. There's gonna be one here, but despite that, this actually does kind of feel like this was meant to be the only Metal Gear Solid anyway. I mean, Kojima's always saying, like, this is gonna be the last Metal Gear Solid. I don't know if he always means it, but actually I kind of see it here. How everything wrapped up so nicely here at the end. I will say, because the revelations and the plot twists are kind of loaded at the end here, which certainly this isn't the only Metal Gear that does that, I feel like some of the themes get kind of fast-forwarded through here at the end. It turns out that, you know, genes and our like, heritage from our genes and our genetic makeup and our potential and everything, those are like the main theme of this game at the end, you know? I think they don't do a great job of, like, laying out the stuff for that. We get a little bit with Naomi talking about her relationship with Grey Fox and her interest in her genes. We get a little bit, but the heavy stuff about Liquid and his, like, angst over his recessive genes and the whole kind of theme here at the end of, like, we are not defined by our genes, like, that comes very at the tail end, and it's it's interesting. I really like it. It's cool, and I wish it was laid out maybe something a little bit earlier, you know. Otherwise, it's kind of just like a spy thriller, a big military sci-fi thriller. The plot up to that point, with good twists. There's some really cool... There's some good twists. I do like the flow of the story. Like I said, it's a simple story. It isn't kind of pretentious, kind of in love with itself. I don't know what kind of mean words I should use or not use, but like it's just like a simple story that it goes through. So it's very commendable in that sense. Gameplay, now that I've played this once again, I'm starting to feel like the gameplay hasn't aged as well. It's still pretty tight. I do like I said, those early areas I like avoiding the guards and like dealing with them and like figuring out how to avoid the patterns and everything. But knowing like how much in more depth there is in later Metal Gear installments, I like them definitely more. I do think this is passable, and, you know, Ys, the Oath in Felghana recently has made me appreciate kind of more simple, polished gameplay. So I can appreciate this as well, but I do like the more content in gameplay that the later series have, and this one is starting to show its age a little bit on that front. Plus stuff like, I don't think gunplay was super fun in this, and yeah, all those dumb tricks and traps with gun cameras in jammed areas and all those, I don't think those are super fun, those obstacles. Okay, I was about to say, did this game freeze up again?
Allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yeah, there you go. The big lesson again. Now we should get a little extra. Let's see.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. FOXDIE should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of.
Oh my god.
Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
What? Yeah, so that's the big hook for the second game. Ooh. I got codename Hyena. Neat. Yeah, so if you did it perfect, like you would get Big Boss as your codename. Did not do it. Wow, I used 63 rations? I got my ass kicked. I saved 13 times and I continued 15 times. I did get bopped. Oh my god, I got caught 23 times. Yowzers zowzers. Like I said, you're only supposed to get 4 caughts because those are the only ones that are like part of the flow, like they're required. So that's bazooka booms that I got 19 times busted unnecessarily. Wow. Whew. Okay. Oh. Oh, shit. Did the game crash? Oh, no. Oh, it didn't crash. Okay, for a second, it just, like, destroyed itself. And I hit the wrong button, too. I forgot to save my New Game Plus. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna play this on New Game Plus. The bandana gives you infinite ammo. I think that's the one. Yeah, there's 2 items. One gives you active camouflage, like the Otacon and the soldiers had, and then there's one that gives you infinite ammo. It's the bandana that gives the infinite ammo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I gotta continue my review here. Going back to the story real quick, yeah, there you can see there was the big plot twist there about the third Snake, who was the president, and that actually is a part of Metal Gear Solid 2, so if you guys don't know the plot, go watch or play MGS2 to find out how the third Snake relates into this story. But the way I see it, like, that seems like it could have easily still been the last Metal Gear, and that could have just been like a little teaser, like, oh my god, it's still not solved, but like, you know, everything wrapped up so well that it could have been left as just a, you know, a whoa, I wonder what's going on there, you know, thing at the end. And also I love that it established Ocelot as the like, super double-crossing mystery guy that he would become. Like, already it was here. I love it. I love it. Oh, we're getting the opening cutscene again. I'll probably skip through that. I guess I'll just leave this extra open here because I don't want to have that scrolling there. So you can just stare at the beginning explanation of Metal Gear while I go through my review. How's that sound, guys? Is that fine with you? Okay, let's do that. I guess I should also say about story. Yeah, the tone is great. I love this cyberpunky thriller thing as well. The tone is going on great here. And it's also different from the later ones, because the later ones get so much stronger with the plot and the cinematicness. This one, it's cinematic, but I think it has like a little bit more of a grounded tone to it that just makes it very cool. But yeah, back to gameplay. I was talking about gameplay that I don't like. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're dumb traps, all those gun cameras in jammed areas and all those claymore mines and everything. I guess they're like, you should be careful for everything, but like, I always feel like that comes off as like, you should be insanely paranoid about everything. And I don't know, it feels cheap, those obstacles. Like, I don't think, like, other later Metal Gears don't have like ridiculous amounts of gun cameras placed everywhere to trick you. That doesn't happen, you know? So, gameplay, but it's still passable, you know. The level design is, like, very good in, like, trying to figure out how to avoid these guards, except for the one guard who keeps walking along at Rex's hangar. Man, I wish I knew how to avoid that guy, but yeah. But it's fine level design. Also, I'll also complain, like I said several times, boy, does the game feel small. Really. Like, I talked about it. It feels small, and I feel like they kind of pad it out with all the backtracking. That some of it feels a little unnecessary. I mean, you can tell how small it is because the entirety of this game, like 90% of the areas of this game, are recreated in one chapter of Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, you go to Shadow Moses Island in one chapter of Metal Gear Solid 4, and it's like this whole nostalgia trip where you go through all these areas again. And you know, that's just like one quarter of the game, maybe 1/5, 1/4. There's 5 chapters, so it's like, but they're uneven, the chapters, so I don't know. But it's like you really quickly, and there's less stuff to do there, obviously, compared to this game, but still, it's like you can fit this whole game into a section of one other game. Like, wow. On the other hand, that helps with how, like, again, how accessible this game is, that it makes it just a simple, short, to the point spy thriller. Like, it's not an entire negative that the game is so small in scope. It's also, like, really narrow and really well, like tightened, like the whole, very well thought out in terms of story and gameplay. Just focus, you know. You could say that Kojima started to get a little out of control with his cutscenes and his concepts in the later games. You could maybe levy that charge against him. I know my friend Jonathan would love to do that if he were here at the moment. Shout out to you, man. But yeah, so that's story and gameplay. Graphics, oh, I love this graphic. Graphically, or not graphics, I mean presentation. Oh, it's like 100% so good. It's an acquired taste like those PS1 graphics, so I can see if someone's like, I'm not into it. But I love the like design of this era. I'm so nostalgic for it, so everything looks super good. I talked about the kind of cyberpunky look to it, and the like kind of, there's a really like thought put into like the shading and like coloring of the areas. Everything looks so tight and crisp. It's great. The music, the soundtrack is so fantastic. Such a good, like, again, kind of like electronic, to go with the near future thriller theme, like electronic music with like some, like, for appropriate scenes, more orchestral stuff, like the song Enclosure, which was the sad song that played constantly in sad scenes. Or indeed, The Best Is Yet to Come, I believe it's Gaelic is the singing in that song that also plays at relevant points. Like, very well thought out. Cinematography, this was one of the first games to actually think about that in a major way, and I think it's great. Not just in the cutscenes, but I kept going on about how well, like, the camera angle switches when you're, like, taking cover in certain spots, or indeed when you're, like, climbing around Rex when it's still parked in the hangar. It looks incredible. I love it. It's so well done. The story is great. Presentation is incredibly good. Gameplay is alright. Those are my marks for this. All in all, this is an important part of gaming history, I think, this game. It's great that it's on PC, and I still recommend this for all of its less well-aged parts. This is a big up from me, this game, for basically everybody. I love it. I love it. I love the series, and I love this game for what it does. Let's go through my favorites still before we wrap up. My favorite protagonist, oh my goodness, of course it's Otacon. You know it's Otacon. I hyped him up so much. I was Otacon's hype man. I know part of it is just being a little goofy and a little facetious, because he's such a goober. He's not supposed to be like a big hero. But, you know, there's something inspiring about the little nerd who could. You know, Otacon's very lovable. I guess he's that relatable character. I'm not good at relating with characters, but I guess Otacon is the one you can relate to the most, being the giant nerd of the story. And he has a really funny dialogue, like that character flaw thing. What a stupid thing to like bring up. Like, I am designed an intentional weakness as a character flaw. It adds to the character of Rex. Well, that's so lovable. And my Japanese animes, the whole elevator thing that I hype up. Oh man. And he gets, like, sad scenes, too. Oh, that's another thing with the story. Otacon and Wolf's plot is a little bit tacked on, in my opinion. I wish you got, like, some scenes with Wolf before you, like, encountered her in the boss fight. Every other Foxhound member gets some stuff earlier, except Decoy Octopus, which is part of his whole plot thing, so that's appropriate there. Sniper Wolf is a little, you know, they could have done more with her and set up this thing with her and Otacon. I don't know. I don't know how you would have done it, but I think I would have appreciated some of that there. But still, like, you know, he gets that sad scene with Wolf, that very melodramatic but sad scene. It's, you know, oh, poor Otacon. My favorite villain, of course, it's Ocelot. I don't know. I feel like I'm giving this as a like series lifetime award to Ocelot. I don't know. Maybe it's not deserved in this one, but I don't know. Like, even when I was a kid, when we first fought Ocelot, we got to that boss fight, my friend and I was like, oh, this guy is so cool. I love him. Oh, you know, okay. At that time, oh, this guy's so cool. I love him so much. And you know, at that point, I didn't even know about, you know, what a major part he would be, like, of this plot, and then in later Metal Gears, because the other Metal Gears didn't exist yet. So it's just his design is fun. He's got interesting, like, he seems so simple. He talks about, I want to bring back Russia. But even in this game, it turns out that that's just a lie, since he was working for Solidus, Mr. President. And, I had this funny idea when we fought him, because I didn't understand how games could be this cinematic yet. As a kid, I mean. I had this funny idea that after we beat the Ocelot boss fight, that he would just be gone from the plot. So, surprised in my delight when, you know, it turned out that not only was he in this, but, you know, I would boot up Metal Gear Solid 2, and guess who's in the plot like all the damn time? Freaking Ocelot. I love it. If I don't give the award to Ocelot, just because I feel like I'm giving him points for some of the other installments, who's my favorite villain? Liquid is pretty cool. I think I have to give it to Liquid. It's either Liquid or Mantis, just because Mantis is so memorable. Such an integral part of the Metal Gear Solid experience is that Mantis stuff. But Liquid is quite a powerful character, like, in terms of, like, impact to the plot. And I kind of love, even though it kind of eats up his badassness, but he sounds like such a petty dork at the end when he's going on about his genes. And it turns out in the plot twist that he had the dominant genes after all. You know, that's what Ocelot was talking about with Solidus. Which again feeds to that theme of you are not defined by your genes. Snake, who had the inferior genes, beat his quote-unquote superior brother. And also Snake literally overcame his genes to not be killed by FOXDIE, even though he is genetically identical to Liquid, who just died in front of him. So, yeah, again, that theme pretty well realized, even though, like I said, it came up at the end a little too much. But yeah, Liquid, very cool character. His boss fights are cool. I'll give it to him. He's very neat. He's a good boss. It's either Ocelot or Liquid is the best villain in this one. Kind of depending on the criteria you want to judge them, like this whole scope or just this game. I'll give it to those two. My favorite boss, though, I think it has to be Vulcan Raven, because that's the boss fight where you have the most options. Like, I tried to show off, like, you can try to shoot him with stingers, set up bombs, claymores, and C4s. I didn't try out the sniper rifle. I imagine you can pop him with that as well. You know, lie down opposite one of the corridors and try to pop him with that, or get behind him and pop him. I imagine that might work. It's just fun as well. You playing hide and seek among those boxes, trying to, like, outwit him. I think that's maybe the best realized boss in the game. There's lots of great boss fights in this, obviously. Sniper Wolf is a little annoying because the controls aren't super great with sniper rifles, but apart from her, like, yeah, the ninja is great. Mantis is pretty good, even though it's a little finicky. All the final bosses here, the two phases of Rex and then the Liquid fist fight. Great stuff. But I still think Raven is a very tight, very well realized boss fight, and it's my favorite of this. My funniest moment, it's still that elevator scene. I don't care what you say. It's so funny how it's drawn out, and the way Ocelot, the way Otacon panics on the call and his face gets all up in the grill. there's something really... I know that wasn't supposed to be a funny scene, but it freaking kills me. This one's not as funny as later Metal Gears. They add a lot of weird jokes, which probably don't land super well. I can imagine Jonathan might have something to say about those as well. But this one has less dumb jokes in it, less weird, goofy gags. So you kind of had to look for the unintentional comedy, like that elevator bit. It's very... But it's so silly. I love it. And the fact that he just calls you to talk about the stealth suits just when it's relevant to the plot. I can't get over it. It's so goofy. Okay, this was it. Now we're wrapping up. Thank you for watching. This was Metal Gear Solid. The classic stealth action game. And I'm pretty happy with how I did. I didn't do terribly. I did stumble on a couple of moments, but I did all right. Metal Gear Solid 2 is also on GOG.com, so it also has a PC port. So I would recommend that along with this game to everybody. Am I going to do a Let's Play of it? Probably, but like a lot of things, I kind of don't want to jump into it right away after doing this game. I don't know. I don't feel like it at the moment, honestly. But I would love to. I would love to like compare and contrast these two games. So I will probably prop it up at some point. Yeah, it's a very strong contender for a series that I would do on this channel. So if you guys love this, look forward to that at some point. It's gonna be good as well, that one, I can tell you. And here's to having the other ones on PC someday as well. I don't want to do too much port begging, but it would be great to have the entire series playable on PC someday, so here's to that. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope you tune in for something else in the future. Goodbye.